Hi, welcome back to Kid Living Family. Oh, sorry, I always do that. I keep thinking that that's my church videos. I'm doing the Power of Success videos. I'm not wiping that out. Bloopers are fun when we make bloopers. Gives excitement. There's a whole show of bloopers that people watch, and it became really famous because they love to see bloopers. They love to see and laugh at people's mistakes. So it's fun. Okay, welcome back again. I said I'm Robert Caddick. I'm the CEO, Power of Success. Power of Success. And we're creating a million millionaire. If you believe in yourself, you can achieve whatever your heart desires. You have to believe. And in our 10 rules, it talks about that. So we're going to talk about we're creating a million millionaires so that together we can create other millionaires, hundreds of millionaires, to fight this destruction of American and Western democracies. They're being destroyed. The elite doesn't care about you. They want to control you. And the only way to get out of their control is to be financially successful. Creating successful minds. My point of my course was to change your mindset to be successful. We're building a strong community. We want to build a community of people working together to create success. Not just creating millions of dollars, but building, creating, using that money for positive activity, positive creations, making a change in your own life so we can make a change in the world that we live in. And we can make this world a better place for the next generation, for our children. Helping small businesses, like I've said, small businesses are the backbone to every economy. You don't have a strong economy if you don't have a small business force. Economy will collapse. Debt. Debt kills empires. The empire of the United States and the Western world is collapsing. They're in debt because of debt. They're collapsing because of debt. They keep spending and spending and spending, and they don't care. Most of their monies are being stolen from you. The government steals your money. They say, oh, we need to help Ukraine. We need to help this. We need to help that. Half that money is going to other people's bank accounts. And they just keep getting us more and more in debt so they can tax you more and more. So you need a financial opportunity so you can start writing off you like, I made this sign, I can write this sign off. To save you on your taxes, to give more money in your pocket, not the pocket of the government. Fight for families. Families are the backbone for every economy. Families and small businesses is what keeps a strong economy working, that helps build an empire. But the empire is done. It's done. It's history. There's no morals, and everybody's in debt. Government's in debt. Businesses are in debt. People are in debt. So the purpose of the power of success is to help you get out of the rat race, get out of debt. Don't let them use you. Fill these money bags. Get your money bags. Go out there and get your money bags. 10 rules to succeed. Create goals. Take action. Believe in yourself. Pay yourself 10%. Be a giver. Be imaginative. You have to fight for it. Invest in yourself. Become a creator and make your money work for you. You find an opportunity, to invest in that will bring you money back, not lose you or put your money at risk. Look for safe investments until you're able to understand how to invest. See, knowledge is key. You have to have knowledge. Just like having knowledge of the 10 rules to succeed. Having knowledge of our program. And where we're giving you nitbits of steps. We're giving you the steps how to succeed. Now, if you follow the steps A to B to Z to Z, then you'll be good. But there's going to be people that, oh, I want to go to the last video. I want to go to the middle video. No, follow the program. See, many people fail because they don't follow a program that help other people succeed. So let's get into our topic today. Today's going to be a short video. I'm not going to go long with you. So I'm going to try to start cutting back on my videos a little bit because people's attention span is very limited. That's why I didn't explain all my 10 rules. I just read them. But the other videos, you'll see that it's explained. So people's attention span, they want something quick. And that's the age we're living in with social media and all that. They push a button, they get information, all that. They want everything quick. They want it now. They want $1 million now. But they don't know they got to take the step over here to get over here. And the first step is creating that successful mindset. If you don't have a successful mindset, you will fail. Because billionaires have failed. I talked about the curve, the success curve. When it's come down, when it's going down, that's your learning time. That's where the success laws come in. And they say, are you ready for the next level? Can you handle the next level? So things will go bad. Like so many billionaires have gone bankrupt. But because they had the mental mindset already, they've created the foundation of how to become successful. Doesn't matter if they lose $1 billion. They can make another $1 billion. So once you build the foundation, that's what you gotta build your foundation. When they build a building, they build a foundation of the building before they start building the building. Without a strong foundation, that building will collapse. You see it in Europe, a lot of Asian countries and all that, where there's a lot of earthquakes and all that, where the buildings just crumble from a small earthquake. This is a small earthquake and the building crumbles because it wasn't built on a strong foundation. It's like you have in California and all that. The buildings are a strict code where the buildings have to build on a strong foundation. So it can withstand a certain Richter scale of the my mind of an earthquake. Jeepers, where of my mind? See? Okay, let's get into the topic today. As the title says, the 5 laws of gold. Now we have to understand there's laws. The universe works on laws. If you work within the laws, then everything works perfect. It's when you go against the laws that society, that like society morals, the law of morals, where people should love thy neighbor. And because people lack, they love their neighbor, crime comes in. See, there's 2 laws. The laws of positive, the law of negative. If positive's up, negative can't have no power. But when the positive goes down, the negative rises. And that's where you get crime. And you see society starts to fall apart because now the negative laws are in control. That's why we're seeing a lot of deaths and all that happening in the world on a multitude level. Like this, it's everywhere because the negative forces are taking over. So negative forces. This is the positive force. This is your negative. This is your positive mindset, negative mindset. So let's get into the law. Okay, so here's my page. Here we go. We got the main reading, then we got my information, then we got my quote. Okay, so here's my statement. Our university is made up of laws that govern its existence. The only way for this universe to survive and grow is to follow the laws that help it grow. It's like an apple tree has a law that if you plant an apple seed, only an apple tree can grow. An orange tree cannot grow with an apple seed. Same with an orange tree. You plant an orange seed, an orange tree grows. These are the laws of the universe. The same laws are govern your finances. And if you follow these laws, your finances will grow. So if you plant the seed for success, what happened? The seed of success cannot be failure because it's a seed of success. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm trying to plant the seed of success into your mindset through our Rich Mind, Poor Mind course. And once that seed starts to grow, success happens. You get to see the physical. See, when you first plant an apple tree, you see nothing. It takes time. All of a sudden, a little leaf or a little stem starts to come out of the ground. Now it starts to grow. It starts to mutate and become what it was planted to do. And that's the same thing with a success mindset. You plant in your mind positive thinking, positive action, a positive mindset. You cannot fail. You will achieve what your mind conceives. Change and survive. But by not following these laws, your finances will be like a man who put his money in a money bag with a hole in it. And his money was lost. Here are the 5 laws of gold that if you follow them, you receive the wisdom to grow and have the wisdom to throw away that money bag with a hole in it. Now, what's the money bag with a hole in it? Your debts. Let's you say you get your paycheck, you deposit your paycheck, then by Monday, on Friday, by Monday, 90% of your money's gone already. Because it's gone on bills. It's gone on the hole in your bag. The hole in your bag is your debts. Debt kills dreams, destroys families, destroys empires. Go back in history and look at the empires. Why were they destroyed? Because of debt, lack of money. The British Empire couldn't sustain their empire because they lost all their money in World War II, from World War I and World War II. And they lost their empire. That's just one example. Modern day example. Now you're witnessing the United States and Europe, Canada, totally collapsing because of debt and lack of moral. But debt is two main things that collapses an empire: moral decline and debt. So, the 5 laws of gold. Give 10% to charity. You reap what you sow. We are here to help others. So there's a story in the Bible about a man named Solomon. And he's a king. He was the son of King David, and he took over. David died, and he took over the kingdom. of Israel. And he went to God. God asked him, because you're the son of David, who I loved, I will give you anything you ask me. I'll give it to you. And what did Solomon ask for? He knew he had to rule the kingdom. He had to make judgments on his people. The people would come to him for answers, for knowledge, for wisdom. So he asked God, not for money, he asked God for wisdom. And because he asked for wisdom, God made him the richest man. It moved God's heart, so God made him the richest man in history. You can go back and look at it in the history books. You can read it in the Bible or history books. That Solomon was the wisest man on earth at that time. That's why because he became the moral of that story. He became so successful because he cared about other people. He cared about the people he ruled over. He didn't rule over them as a tyrant. He tried to help his people. Sounds like the governments of today. They're tyrants. They're ruling over you. They're telling you what to do, where you're supposed to be telling them what to do. Put 10% in the number two. Put 10% into your savings account. By putting 10% in your savings account, you're showing the laws that you are being responsible with the money you have. So you have to show the laws, the success laws, that you're being responsible, not just out there wasting your money. Then the laws will work in your favor. Law number three. Put 10, okay. Put 10% into another savings account. This 10% is for you to have to invest in opportunities to help you build your finances and make your money work for you. The rule, what's the last rule that we have in our 10 rules to succeed? Make your money work for you. See, by putting 10% in your savings, you're saving up money to pay for your debts that you can pay yearly, like house insurance, car insurance, or life insurance. Instead of using a monthly, see, people cannot succeed monthly because their monthly debts over exceed their monthly income. That's why people have so much trouble. So if you learn to get these yearly fees that can be paid yearly, paid off, that's extra money for you monthly. That's why you put that 10% into your savings. That's why you put that 10% into investments to make money, to help you to get totally out of debt. And stop reap today. And stop reap today. Stop buying anything on debt. If you're in debt, you have to start learning to live below your means. If you're making $2,000, you got to live like you're making $1,800. You start there. Start slow. And we'll give you in future videos on how you can get rid of your debts. Let's do this now. We're on the fourth law of gold. 70% of what is left over is your daily needs. Don't waste this money. Think of ways to make this money last to your next paycheck. Limit your monthly expenses. I put debts, but expenses, it should be expenses. Limit your monthly expenses. You know, if you drink Starbucks every day, or you have 2 or 3 coffees a day, cut back to 1 coffee. Or if you're going to Starbucks where you spend $7 a day on a coffee, in 10 days, that's $70. If you're only buying coffee during the week, that's $70 that could be in your pocket, paying down another debt. So you have to look ways. We did, what was it? Was it last week? Or 2 videos ago, 3 videos ago, where we showed you on how to write down your expenses. So write down your monthly expenses or weekly expenses, how you want to do it, and how you can make cutbacks. What can you cut back? It's a list of expenses. You write down on paper a list of expenses and find out what you can cut back on. And that's where the 70% comes in. Well, it's 80%. No, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, sorry. So it's 70%. Learn how to use that 70%. Learn how to live your life only having 70% of your income. And you will succeed. You will achieve victory. Don't use your gold loosely. Make up wise spending habits and be careful who you trust with your money. Don't ask the shoe salesman how to invest in diamonds. So when you invest in, make sure you have an expert. You're not going to your friends and family who have no understanding of investments. 90% of people that invest don't know anything about what they're doing. Only the 10% know, and that's why they succeed. That's why they achieve. So let me read that again. Don't use your gold loosely. Make up wise spending habits. Be careful who you trust with your money. And don't ask a shoe salesman how to invest in diamonds. You want to ask a diamond expert. You want shoes, you ask a shoe salesman. So be careful on the advice you take from people. Especially don't take advice from people that are in debt. Take advice from people who know how to become successful. Read your success books. Get online, it's free. So here's our quote. If you will take care of your pennies, your dollars will take care of you. You understand that? If you're careful how you spend here, your savings over here can help you live a better. So thank you for being here. I hope this was successful. I hope my explanation was good. I hope that you understand and that live your life. Stop allowing your circumstances to rule your decision. It's time to change. Make a change. It's time for you to rule your life, not money. Thank you for being here. To your success, have an awesome, awesome day.